What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be talking about some more Walking Dead news. As I have done recently, I did a video about possible rumors swirling that Rick, Andy Lincoln, could be coming back to the Walking Dead universe. There was talk of a tweet that I put in my last video about how he could pop up in a spinoff, but we could be seeing that actually coming to fruition now. This is, again, just something that's out there, strictly rumors, nothing confirmed, and it's in the form of, yet again, another tweet, but this time from a different source. But I think this source is halfway credible. I have seen other tweets that they've posted come to pass, but this one comes from the Walking Dead universe filming, saying Dead City will be filming additional scenes for season 2 in New York City. Crew is currently preparing to film outside of Central Park. Filming is expected to take place Thursday and Friday. So today and tomorrow, they're supposed to be filming additional scenes. Now, from my understanding, they were done with filming. So this is kind of maybe adding something in or just simply reshoots, something. But everything that's everybody's talking about, everything's kind of pointing in that direction that we could see Andy Lincoln come back and do a cameo. Now, in order for this to actually make any sense whatsoever, because we know the Walking Dead timelines are just a complete mess. They're all over the place, especially in the sense of Dead City, where they're several years ahead of pretty much all of them. The ones who live, Daryl Dixon, they're kind of lined up. Fear's not too far behind or not too far ahead of those timelines, but Dead City is supposedly like 5 to 6 years ahead of that timeline. So to say that they're filming any kind of Rick cameo, it's a bit of a stretch. We want to be hopeful and everything that this is something that could possibly happen. We could see Rick come back. Now, with all the talk of different spin-offs and different things like that, because I mentioned in my last video that Scott Gimple recently did an interview where he talked about where they are preparing to do another phase of the Walking Dead universe, where they're talking about more spin-offs or just other forms of media. What that means, it's hard to tell at this point, because Scott Gimple is not everyone's favorite person amongst the Walking Dead. We can all kind of agree that he has taken this franchise and just kind of run it to the ground, made poor writing decisions, and just it's been quite the clusterfuck over the years with all these different things going on, all these different shows being in different timelines, and characters that were introduced or stories that were built up that either had little to no payouts, and just all kinds of crap that you could do nothing but complain about. But with this, we're hoping that this could be the beginning of what would need to be the end, honestly, because Walking Dead's been going on for 15 years at this point. They're entering their 15th year, and all of these particular characters and their story, they've reached the point where they need to have just a proper closure, because we've been waiting for this. This is something the fan base has definitely made very vocal and just very out there, that we want a proper close. We don't want to continue to drag out these stories and drag out these characters where the story is not worth getting excited about. The characters themselves are becoming more and more boring along the way, and they're not really doing anything new. So at this point, what they really need to do is just bring everybody home, have one big last blowout as far as dealing with any kind of problems, or just go back to basic survival. That's one thing that Andy Lincoln mentioned in an interview that he did several months back at this point, where that would be the kind of Walking Dead that he would want to come back to, is that he just wants to go back to basics, go back to survival, dealing with the undead, not dealing with all these random bad guys that we've had over the years. Although I would like to see some kind of payout regarding the CRM secret soldiers that are supposedly planted all over the world in all these communities, to what Major General Beale said. So anyways, take this news for what it's worth. Take it with a grain of salt, because it's definitely nothing confirmed. There's no word from AMC, no announcements or anything. I would say probably the earliest we could see any kind of announcement regarding something like that, something that big, another Rick return, probably not until Comic-Con of this year. And, we just started this year, so that's a good 6.5 months out. So there's definitely nothing 100% on the table that we're going to get this cameo, or if this is even a cameo, maybe this is just reshoots or something that they decided last minute they wanted to add in that has nothing to do with Rick. But we can all just kind of be hopeful, wishful, whatever, that the possibility of Rick is still there in some form or fashion, whether it be a cameo, whether it be a short-lived Walking Dead season 12, which in my opinion is the best idea. Go back to the beginning, go back to where it all started, not so much absolutely at the beginning, go back to the main show, bring back all of the characters we would like to see where they are at in their at this point in their lives, where the relationship is with the Commonwealth or any other communities that may have kind of popped up along the way. I think that would just be the best way to tackle it, to bring everyone home, to see all these familiar faces, just to see how things have turned out over the years. But anyways, guys, that is just my little bit of news I want to report your guys' way. Again, take it with a grain of salt. It's nothing confirmed, but if you enjoyed this type of video, you enjoy this type of Walking Dead content, please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. So until next time, guys, take care. Bye.